Hello everyone, in today's video I'll be sharing with you how to make this beautiful top blouse, baby top blouse, and also designer skirt. It's an A-line skirt, and trust you're going to enjoy this tutorial. So I'm working with the top first, top blouse. Now I have the length, you can see on the screen, the width of the length 17 and the length 15.5 inches. Okay, so here, this one, the second one here is the sleeve piece, two pieces. Now I have the length 10 inches and the width 10 inches, while the length 20.5 inches. It actually depends on the size you are working with. Okay, I'm using a child of about 5 to 6 years old in this case. So let's go. Now I've placed the sleeve piece on the body, so I'm going to mark 2 inch at that edge. Then the armhole length, I'm using 6.5 inches. So the next thing I'm going to do, as you can see right here, is connecting the lines together. Okay, so now as I'm connecting the lines together, so the next thing is just to create the armhole curve, as you can see right here. Very easy, very easy. So after creating the armhole curve, as you can see here, it's like the chalk I'm using is not visible, so that's why I've changed it to another color so that it can be visible for you viewers to see. Okay, so here I'm creating an armhole curve, as you can see right here. So after this, I'm going to go ahead and cut, tracing the line, as you can see on the screen. So I'm tracing the line. This top blouse is very easy. Okay, so after that, the next thing I'm going to do is to spread it out, as you can see me doing. So this is the body, so I'm going to take one of the bodies, two pieces. Okay, now I'm going to take one like I'm doing right here. So then I take one of the sleeve, so I'm going to place it on each other, right side to right side. Then the second sleeve, I place it on one of the bodies, and right side to right side, and I sew. So as you can see right here, I've sewn. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is to go ahead and then sew the second piece bodies to the two sleeves. As you can see right here, that's what I'm trying to do here. So after that, now I can go to the machine and sew. Okay, now I'm back. You can see what it looks like. So the next thing, I work on the down part of the sleeve. So I seal the down part of the sleeve, just little there. So after this, the next thing I'm going to do right now is to mark the length of my elastic. So I'm marking 2 inches upward on both sides. Okay, you can decide to make yours 2.5, but I just wish I make it 2 inches in my own case. Okay, so right now I'm going to repeat what I've just done on the sleeve, the first sleeve. So I'm repeating exactly what I did on the first sleeve. Okay, marking 2 inches on both sides. So the next thing I'm going to do is connecting, as you can see right here. After connection, now I can now use my elastic. I have the length of this elastic to be 7 inch. So as you can see, I'm going to place it on that line, then I sew. Now you can see this is the output of what I have. Can you see? So the next thing I'm going to do right now is to go ahead and work on the close the sides seam, the two side seam. I close it, I sew it. So after that, the next thing I'm going to do right now, that is done. So I'm going to go ahead and work on the down part. I'm going to sew this down part just to make it neat there. Yes. So the next thing is to go ahead on the upper side, which is the shoulder. I'm going to do likewise, but I'm going to sew with 1 inch. Okay, so to create an elastic space, because I will be using a tiny elastic. Okay, if in your own case you are using bigger one, it means you are going to fold by whether 2 inch or 1.75 inch. So right now I'm marking 2.5 inch on the waistline from the down part to the waistline, I'm marking 2.5 inch. You could go ahead and mark 3 inches. There's nothing bad in it. But for me, I think it's okay by me using 2.5 inches. Okay, so right now I'm just here doing the connection so that I will know where to place my elastic by the time I seal the elastic round the waist. Okay, now I have the length of my elastic depending on the waist you're working with. I'm working with the waist of like 20 inches, but I decided to put like 2 inches extra, so I have the total of 22 inches. That's the length of the elastic. Okay, so I'm trying to demarcate it by 4, okay, so that it will be easy for me. Now I'm going to mark the center point of the bodice, as you can see right here. So I turn it to the other side. I do likewise. Okay, so all this, the essence of this is to make it easy so that the elastic will not be one side fitted and one side loose. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do right now is to go ahead and sew both the machine and seal it following the line which I've drawn on the waistline. Okay, so I'm right back. You can see what I achieved. Very beautiful. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is to work on the shoulder line. So you can see I've created a hole through which I'm going to pass my elastic. So I have 16 inches for my elastic for the shoulder. So as you can see, I'm using my pin, my safety pin, to pass it through. Very easy. Very easy. So I'll be careful with this, doing it gently so that the elastic does not lose in transit. So right now, having done that, the next thing I'm going to do, having brought it out, is to stitch it together here. Okay, so you can see what I have. I'm trying to pull it together so that I have a balanced shoulder. So I'm going to stitch that opening. Okay, so this is what I have. Can you see? I'm trying to bring it to the right side for you to see. Okay, now as you can see, this is what I have. You can see how beautiful it is. You can see it. Very beautiful. Now it's next for me to work on the skirt. I'm working on the skirt right now. Now I have 2 pieces. This is the front skirt front piece. I have the width 16 inches while the length 14 inches. Okay, this is for the front. So I'm going to mark 6 inches here depending on the waist of who you are working with. I'm working with a waist of 24 inches divided by 4. Okay, I mean 22 inches divided by 4 plus half an inch, which I'm going to use to stitch it together. Okay, so right now you can see what I have right here, a line shape. So I'm going to mark the center point on both the upper part and the down part. Okay, because I'm going to be attaching a stripe to it just to beautify the skirt. Now I have the width of my stripe 3 inches. Okay, now of course the length is going to be the length of the skirt. So right now I'm going to stitch the sides. So I haven't stitched the sides together. This is what I have. Now I'm going to pull it to the to the right side. So turn it out to the right side. This is what I'm doing right here. So you can see it right there. So after that, the next thing I'm going to do right now, as you can see, I've brought it to the turn it to the right side. Now I can now go ahead and place it on the center point which I've notched. So I have it. So I'm going to stitch both sides. Now as you can see, here is what I have. Very beautiful. Now the upper part, I'll be working with the width of 4 inches, fold into 2. Now I stitch to the upper part of the skirt. Okay. So this is the back piece. Now the width of the back piece is of course 16 inches, just like the front piece, but the length this time around is 3 inches more than the front. That's why I'm having 17 inches. So I'm marking 2 inches on both sides for my elastic space. Okay, so I'm going to fold like this, tracing the line, and I stitch the down part. Okay, so it means I've created an elastic hole. Here is it. Can you see? So I have the length of my elastic 11 inches. So right now I'm going to pass through the hole on the upper part here, like I'm doing right now. So I'm going to stitch the two sides together. Sew the sides so that it will hold the elastic. Now I'm going to sew together both the front piece and the back piece, sewing the sides, as you can see. So I'm done with that. The next thing I'm going to do right now, you can see what I have already. So I'm going to go ahead, the down part, I'm going to sew the down part. So our skirt is ready, but I will be using button just to make it more beautiful. So you can decide to use any other thing, but in this case I'm using button. So I'm going ahead right now to stick the button to on the stripes. So if you find this tutorial helpful, please don't forget to share this video. You like this video, and please drop your comments regarding this video. If you like this video, let's hear from you. And if you're new on this channel, this is a toast band fashion. So if all you need to do to be part of this great family is just to click on the subscribe button below, and you always put on your notification bell, so that anytime I post a new video, I upload a new video, you will have access to it. Thank you very much. So as you can see right here, I'm still working on dusting. So this is the product of our skirt. Very beautiful and easy, very easy. Please go ahead and make yours. You discover that it's very easy. So this is what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. So keep on watching, keep on liking my video, and then keep on sharing it as well. Thank you very much. So till I come your way again, bye.